Hey everybody, it's Gothic Mayhem, and I have an art video for you guys today. So this video is going to be the first part of a two-part video. This video is going to be all of the sketching and line work for a piece, and then the next video I do will be coloring it in with Prismacolor markers. So keep an eye out for that video. So here you guys get to see how I sketch, and there's no like real right way to sketch anything. This is just kind of how I do it. I go back and forth a lot, and I don't really stay in one area for too long, especially if I don't like what I'm doing. For this, I redrew the eyes a lot. So, I'm not like the greatest artist in the world or anything, so a lot of this is gonna be a lot of trial and error. Like I said before, I redrew the eyes a lot. I had a lot of trouble with the eyebrows, especially since I don't have eyebrows. I don't really draw eyebrows the normal way very often, so it's harder for me to give people normal looking eyebrows. You can kind of see me erasing and going over again and again to try to get that arch correct. Face shape is something that I've just recently gotten better at doing. I used to make all of my faces really straight and stiff and really chiseled chins, and it just kind of, they all looked the same. So I've been trying to do a little bit more rounding of the face, especially female faces. There I am, redrawing the eye again, because it was out of proportion due to the face. Although, not to say that my drawings are super proportionate at all. I kind of draw not looking to be super realistic in proportions, but just enough where it looks nice. One thing that I have been trying to get better at doing is drawing light. I draw really heavy for the most part, and I just switched over to a mechanical pencil, which has kind of made it worse, but I've been really trying to sketch lighter as I go. So you just saw me start on the neck, and I was having some trouble with the other side, so I moved to the hair, and I had a lot of trouble with the hair, and in the end I really liked the way the front and the left side looks. The right side was a little funny though, and I'm not super pleased with how it turned out in the end, but it doesn't ruin the drawing or anything. Bangs are something that I really like to draw. I think they're really fun, especially since I'm not the greatest at hair. I am still trying to learn all this stuff and just kind of better my art style. But bangs are something that I really do like to draw on characters. So, sorry about the camera angle. I don't have the equipment to do like an above aerial view when I'm drawing. So both this video and the coloring of this art piece is from the side. I did this using my phone and a little mini tripod. Eventually I'll have the equipment to do it from the top down, but not right now, so sorry about the funny angle. Around here is when I really realized that I liked the way the hair was starting to turn out. I like the way short hair looks when it's choppy and wavy, so I was really trying to do that with the hair. Like I said before, I had a lot of trouble with this right side of the head, sorry, and I kind of gave up at this point and just started working on the shoulders. Here I sort of went back to the hair, just because I didn't really like the way the shoulders were turning out. I figured if I switched over to the shoulders for a minute, I could take a step back and just kind of reevaluate drawing the hair. Sometimes, especially for me, I just need to stop what I'm doing in order to do it better. So the reason that I didn't like the right side as much as I liked the left was that little top bump just kind of looks out of place. And if I was to redraw it, I would just take that little top bump and maybe smooth it out. Like I said, I'm still learning, and hair is a big part of that learning process for me. I've never been good at hair, so I've been really trying to focus on getting out of my comfort zone and trying new things and really trying to work on how I draw hair. So now there's no more excuses, and I have to work on the shoulders. My shoulders started out really blocky, and that's kind of how I draw sometimes, is just really blocky, and then I smooth it out. Again, my lines are really dark at this point, and I'm trying to work on lightening up until I know what I want. As well as at this moment, I realize that this will be a YouTube video, and I can't draw the anatomy that I want to. So in order to make YouTube happy, I cut the drawing off. You'll see in a little bit when I get to the arms and the breasts. I like to draw my characters nude. I don't know, I just really love the human anatomy. So I don't always draw them with clothes on. But for the sake of making YouTube happy, I cut it off. And hopefully I cut it off enough where it's still considered family friendly. I should have mentioned this before, but I am drawing on marker paper, since I know that I will be coloring this in with Prismacolor markers later. Sketching is really, for me, just kind of all about doing it and doing it again until I really like what I have. So you can see, especially with the eyes and the hair, and even with the shoulders, I just go over them over and over again until I really get the shape that I like. So I'm inking these with Micron pens, and I love Microns. They're just so nice, and they feel good, and they give a nice dark line, which is something that I really enjoy. It turns out that I've been using Microns since I was, I don't know, younger, I guess, and I didn't know art supply names. I just bought them in like a draw anime set, and I was like, okay, cool, I draw anime. And then I came to college and realized that they're called Microns, and I need a million of them. So the Micron that I'm using right now is the 03, and I usually start out my line work with the 03. It's like a nice mid-size, and then the smaller details I do with the 005 micron, which is just a really thin, small micron. I use it for doing more details with the eyebrows and the eyelashes. And then finally I'll go over everything with an 08 micron, just around the outside to give it a nice thick border. I think it makes the drawing look a little more complete. eraser kind of smudges a bit. It's not a great eraser or anything. So if you do see those smudge lines, it's fine. It's not a big deal. It doesn't ruin the piece or anything. But it's just one of those OCD things where it just kind of bugs me that it's on the page and I can see it. This is that 08 marker that I was talking about, or Micron that I was talking about. And I just think it really makes the piece come together. Alright, so there we have it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you liked this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!